first kind of half of the year. And I've been playing it quite a lot. Thank you, Coops. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing our monthly end of month reset vlog. We're getting ready for the new month ahead. This is probably going to be the most chill reset vlog to date because we don't actually have like a whole deep spring cleaning or anything to do or too much reorganization. We've got to reorganize the bookshelves. We've got just like a whole house deep clean to do. We're pretty maintained in terms of like the organization because we do these vlogs monthly. So this month is like more of, we have a lot more dating of the book journal to do. I want to go back, and I've been saying for a month now that there's empty pages and extra spreads that I want to do but I just don't have the time for to do, so we're going to do them today. And we're also quite overdue just like a chatty catch up because life has just been very busy at the moment, so I thought that we'd do like a check-in chatty catch up. You guys sent in some questions I'm going to answer, but I also was away this week in London, so we have some clips from that as well and what I was up to. But before we jump straight into the video, today is actually, if you're watching this the day that it goes up, today's the last day that you can buy my bookish merch. So the merch collection ends tomorrow and then it's gone. So the spring summer designs that we have with end embroideries like hoodies and stuff, they won't be around anymore. So if you've had your eye on the merch and you haven't picked up any bits yet, this is your final reminder because it will be gone. It's not coming back. It is a limited collection for spring and summer. The only designs that are staying are an Absolutely Foul Reader and a 5 Stars to Feeling, like the original book merch that's made to order, because they're part of like the core collection. I can't believe that the time for that has flown by, that my merch collection is gone. And if you have picked up anything from the merch, thank you so much. I hope you love it as much as I do. I literally wear it all the time and I'm so grateful for all of your support, even if you're just sitting here watching this video and giving it a like or leaving a comment or, you know, grabbing some bookish merch. Thank you so much, truly. Okay, Coops. But I think we're just gonna jump straight into the video and get started with whole house clean. Hello everyone, so I have spent this morning doing a full house deep clean and organization, and I have just had an everything shower myself, which is why my hair is wet, but I feel incredible. This is my favorite way to like spend a weekend and, you know, finish up the last week of the month. But anyways, I've just had a delivery of the 6th book in the Zodiac Academy series. These books are huge, they're so big. I pre-ordered the new covers with the like metallic matte foiling from Blackwell's, and the whole series isn't out yet, so I pre-ordered everything. So every other month or every month I have a new book in the series being delivered to me, because I've obviously already read the series, but the shelf the books are currently on is already full. I'm using one of the little like display shelves, so I'm gonna have to rearrange my bookshelves now because I need to move all my Twisted Sisters books onto a different bookshelf. So we're gonna have to like move things around and try and do something like that. So I'm gonna just like listen to an audiobook while I reorganize the bookshelves, and we'll see what we can do. So this is kind of what we're working with the before. I did obviously a big bookshelf reorganization not too long ago where I obviously have my Chestnut Springs editions. I just reorganized, you know, everything a bit. But yeah, we're gonna have to do it again. It won't be as big of a change. I don't think I'm gonna like reshuffle entire shelves. I think I'm just gonna strategically move like one of my bigger shelves into more of like the display shelves and have less books on display, more just organizing. Probably add a couple more books to the top of the bookshelf. And I know you can get extenders on the top of the bookshelf. I always get questions asking why I just don't get those, because they don't fit in this room. At some point I'm just gonna have to start double stacking or just have piles of books hanging around. But anyways, let's find a home for the books. Okay, so I've just moved the shelves around. I've put more like of my favorite romantasy and gothic romantasy and other fantasy down there, like my V.E. Schwab, my Rachel Gillig, and my Stasia Stark. I've condensed my 4 Fairy Loot shelves down to 3, but the issue is when my next subscription box arrives in the next week, I'm gonna run out of room again already. So we're gonna have to do some more strategic shuffling, but for now it's fine. We have my Zodiac Academy here with my other Romantasy, my Twisted Sisters books, and then I've moved my Dark Romance to the bottom corner there. And then my Rena Kent I've just put on a shelf here because I have enough books to keep them together in a smaller shelf. So gonna have to do some strategic shuffling over the next couple of weeks when I get new books because we're already filling up, but it's all good. I can still condense that shelf. I can probably add some more of my favourite Fairy Loots onto there, the spines out, or do it a bit differently. And then also my City of Gods and Monsters books shelf I can adjust. There's still room. We still have some room. I've got all my hard covers down there. I could probably move some of my Fairy Loots on there as well, but this is how it's looking. So it is time to do book journal now. So we obviously did our June spread last month, and I've been saying for a while that I want to fill up some more pages and do some more things in here. So that's what we're gonna do today. I think I'm gonna catch up with some YouTube vlogs and videos because I could start an audiobook, but I'm honestly like, I don't know, maybe do we start an audiobook? I'll figure out. We're either gonna like listen to an audiobook. We could listen to an audiobook and we could do a book journal, but we're gonna do our book journal anyways. I also have some stuff from Rare London, so I'm gonna like do my Rare spread because while I was there I got some authors to sign a Rare page, but I kind of want to do like a collage of the trip of the weekend. And then we need to update the physical TBR. We've had some new additions. We obviously have this fold out now. I have removed some books off of my physical TBR because I had read other books in the series and decided I wasn't going to continue with it, or books that we've read, so we need to take some things off. We need to update. Have we read any books in our 2025 since? I don't think we have. I think that's all up to date. Yeah, no new additions for our 2025 TBR, but like I said, there's someone here that I don't think I will read at this time. Maybe we could see if one of these is available in an audio and maybe listen to that. Maybe not, probably won't. But yeah, we need to continue or update book series I'm in the middle of and completing. Yeah, update our book club reads. We finished our July book club, so we need to add that, but we also have our August book club ready. Need to update for June and July how many books that we're reading because it's the end of July now, so I'm finishing off the June spread, updating the book journal, and also doing the July spread. And we could also set up maybe the August spread, get ahead, but we're gonna spend more time than normal because I have more time today to do this. So we're gonna do some book journaling now and fill this baby up a little bit more. So it is like 3 hours later. I spent so much time just doing this book journal. My camera battery died twice. Yeah, but we're gonna do a flip through because I was so productive. I honestly locked in. I just queued because I have YouTube Premium. It's honestly worth it. Okay, it is. You can add videos to a queue and you can like swap off of your things. So I could go back to my like Storygraph and Goodreads and Fable to check like ratings and stuff, but then I could also go to my camera roll to see what like inspo I had saved from Pinterest for this, and the YouTube videos were still playing, so 10 out of 10. But we have really updated the book journal, so I thought that we'd do a little update. I'll show you my book journal. I don't have a tripod that goes overhead and the angle would be terrible, so we obviously start off the book journal with my physical TBR, which we have updated. It goes down here. Flip that out. Then we have my 25 books for 2025, which has not updated. I am very behind on this, so I really should be making this a priority. Obviously I have all the series that I'm in the middle of. We have a new page added and some series completed, which is wonderful. I have a spare double page for in case we read some more series, because there are a lot of other series that I do want to read that are completed or near to being completed. So I definitely think we will probably use this space towards the end of the year. We have my Rare 2025 signing sheet. I didn't do anything to this, I kind of just left it. Then we have book club, so we've added our July book club book and then also our August, which is Addie LaRue. We have the monthly trackers and the start of our first spread in January. Then we have obviously the January TBR, which is the same. Then the January reads. Then I updated the February page with just a load of hearts because I hated the way that the page looks, and we also added like a reading goals page that has just like my book goals for the year of things that I want to do. Then obviously the Feb spread. It's crazy looking at the start of the year how minimal these spreads were compared to now. Then on this page I added quotes, so I thought that I would add a page to when I read books this year. I have like favorite reads or quotes I think about a lot or resonate with me. I will write them down and put them in this spot, so it's kind of like some of my favorite quotes for the year. And then obviously the March spread. This is when things started to get better, honestly. I'm gonna do a collage for my merch collection here, but I need to print off photos for that because now that collection has ended. Yeah, if you're watching this, the collection's done. It will have been done. You aren't able to shop my hoodies or stickers and stuff. The core collection will remain, so you can still get a sweatshirt or a t-shirt with an absolutely feral reader or 5 stars of feeling, just like in the embroidery with a single color. But the spring summer collection is done. That's crazy, I can't believe. Felt like the collection was around for so long, but at the same time it just like flew by. But if you've got anything from that collection, it is exclusive, it's limited. Continuing with our April reads, our April spread. Then start of May, end of April, I thought we'd do quarterly favorites, so I could put like one book that was my favorite from each month onto like a Q1 favorites sheet. So we have that. We then have May. I still forgot to print out an extra rewind it back. I swore I did that. We need to remember to do that next month. Then on the June page I did just like a junk journal dump from Rare that has like my plane tickets, cut out bits from my tickets, my wristband, so the wristbanded authors that I went and saw, and then this is a little spark of the Everflame artwork. I need to go through my stickers and maybe add some stuff to here, but I think it turned out pretty well. I'm quite happy with that. Then we obviously have the June spread. I updated all the ratings and reviews for that today. And then here I'm gonna just print out like my anticipated releases for the year next time I can access the printer, so they're gonna go there. And then we have my July spread here, then obviously my July trackers, and then all the books I've read so far in July. Then I think August is my favorite. So here again I want to print out, got a sticky note so I know what it is, but I want to print out photos from all like the author events that I've been to, do like a collage for that. They'll mainly be like my favorite ones, so all the authors that I've met, just bookish memories put here for the first kind of half of the year. And then we have August. I saw someone do this spread that I 100% copied from Pinterest as inspiration, and it turned out so cute. Credit to the girlie on Pinterest who did this for a bullet journal. We have August, and then I kind of just kept the same sort of theme going for standard trackers. So once we pick our TBR this weekend, the TBR will go in there, and then we can fill out all our reads through August, and then at the end we'll be able to put our August reads here. And then I did a page at the end for Q2 favorites because we'll be at the end of Q2 by the time this next month is done. So I'll be able to pick out my first 8 reads of the year, like one for each month, which is going to be quite challenging, I think. But it'll be interesting to see what my favorite from each month will be. But that is the book journal. It is struggling to close. That is the book journal updated, and I'm so much happier with it. I think it looks so much better now. So that is awesome. That's what we wanted. In terms of like resetting and organizing, I don't actually have too much more that I need to do today because I actually Switch update, by the way. I ordered skins for my Switch on Etsy, and I just did Joy-Con ones because I thought they'd be cute to have. I used to have skins on my old Switch. I wanted pastel pink for one side, which is great. That's cute. Like that will go on the right side and then match with my little, you know, Joy-Con grips. Just got them on Amazon, these little flower ones. But then I asked for a pastel yellow one, and it's come and it's like lime green. I don't know if the color is picking it up on camera, but this is not pastel yellow. It doesn't look nice. It's like a Shrek green. So I contacted the Etsy store and they were very apologetic. They were like, you're right, we'll correct this and like reprint it and send it out to you. So I'm waiting for that, but I was hoping that they'd be here by now because I want to update my Switch 2. I've had my Switch 2 since it came out and I've been playing it quite a lot. I have pre-filmed a lot of Animal Crossing games. So you'll see in the month of August, every other Monday, we have a new Animal Crossing gaming video coming, just cozy gaming. And I'm not turning into a gaming channel. I'm not gonna start just like abandoning the reading content and the normal vlogs. They're just bonus content because it's like cozy craft hobby thing that I'm enjoying doing right now. And some of you guys have asked me to continue doing them and like watching them. So they'll always be like around 40 minutes to over an hour long. You can chuck it on in the background, you can game alongside with me. If you like Animal Crossing and you like cozy gaming and Switch videos, then hope you're excited for the upcoming ones. But I've really been enjoying my Switch 2. But in case this is resent out or isn't resent out or have issues with that, I have also ordered another skin, but it's coming internationally, so we're gonna have to wait a while for that. I really want to just make my Switch cute and girly because the red and the blue are just not the vibe. But we do have some more episodes coming out for the Animal Crossing content, but like I said, it's just bonus additional content. It's not replacing anything I'm already doing, so each week there will still be the regular vlogs, the reading vlogs. Before I even started doing reading content, my content was more like day in the life vlogs, lifestyle routines, resets, things like that, and I still do them. I don't think I'll ever stop doing these type of vlogs because this is what came first for me, and then the reading stuff came, and the reading is my passion and what I want to do most. But there's also only so many days in a week and so many hours for me to be able to sit and read a book. Like I can't put out 3 reading vlogs a week because then I'd just be reading like 1 book per vlog, which isn't as entertaining as like themed challenges that I want to do. Because I try to aim to upload at least twice a week on my channel, it will always be like a reading vlog and then a lifestyle vlog and then a reading vlog and then another bookish themed vlog or a book tag and then a reading vlog. That's kind of how I like to split it. So the weeks where there's Animal Crossing cozy gaming video, it will be a 3rd video that week as bonus content. Don't worry, the reading content is not being abandoned. We're just doing some more fun things over here, and then it's extra content as well for you guys to have in between vlogs and stuff, because all I'm doing at the moment is watching like cozy gaming videos in my free time. I'm obsessed with it. In terms of resetting and organizing our book journal for the month, that is done. I don't have any home unhauling stuff to do this month. Like I don't need to upload new items to Vinted or, you know, clear out the bookshelf because we reorganized the books, but I don't need to unhaul books every month and I don't need to clear out clothes and stuff every month, just every other month, every quarter. So this is probably the first month so far this year where I've done the most minimal resets and refreshing for the month. Just a load of whole house deep cleaning, laundry, cozy crafts, things like that, which is great. So it's been a slower, more relaxing reset this month, but I'm excited for the month of August ahead. I think it's going to be a good one. It's also a very busy one. Like we have my best friend's getting married, festivals coming up, I'm going on a bookish trip internationally to see some book besties, so it's going to be hectic, but very excited to see what comes in the month of August. So I'm about to spend the rest of my evening, I've just gotten into some comfy pajamas. Cooper and I are spending the evening together editing and reading and just like doing cozy catch-up activities and admin this evening, and I thought that we'd do a little updated like chatty Q&A and talk through just like updates and things that are happening. You guys have sent me in some questions, so I'll be going through them. But before we do that, I have just put some books back on my shelf, in particular this one and one up there, because I was in London on Monday. I went to London for the day for a very exciting and fun event, and if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok you'll already know what it was, but if you didn't, I went down to London to go to another Fairy Loot event, an afternoon tea with 2 authors. I went and met Amani, who wrote Heavenly Bodies, and also Shalini, who wrote This Monster of Mine. So 2 reads that I love, which was very, very exciting, and I got to get my books signed. So I've just put them on the bookshelf and just tidied that up a little bit. But I took some little clips from that day, so I'll pop them in the vlog now. I honestly think I would have vlogged more, but on the way down to London, all the trains were cancelled. I'm surprised that mine actually made it out. And then on the way home, every train from King's Cross was cancelled. So it took me way longer, multiple hours later, than it should have for me to get home. Quite chaotic, which not the best like atmosphere for vlogging, but I really do want as a goal for myself this year to vlog more things, because my vlogs are my favorite things to like watch and look back on, of just general day in the life, week in the life, like events, holidays, travel, those type of things, because they're just like memories that you get to look back on forever. So I always regret not vlogging and not vlogging more. But Cooper is sat on my lap here. She's out of frame so you can't see her, but she's here. Thank you, Coops. So she's just gonna chill with me and we're gonna go through some questions now. I'm gonna try and rapid fire answer these because we do have a lot of questions. I've screenshot them from Instagram. So if you sent in a question, thank you so much. If you could only read 3 series for the rest of your life, what would they be? I'm gonna have to go with the Legacy series, the Flesh and Fire series, and Throne of Glass. Would you do a reading thrillers only for a week vlog? I will be doing one of these. I'm just saving it for the fall time when it's a bit more autumn cozier vibes, because I feel like that I'll be more in the mood to read them then. So I do have this planned. It will be coming. It's just not coming this month. What are you currently reading? I'm currently reading Echo Fort, Sins of the Zodiac series, book number 2, set in the world of Solaria. You can read it without having read Zodiac Academy, and honestly, I'm like 40% of the way through right now, and it's Neverkeep was reading more like Zodiac Academy. It was still very different, but this one I'm finding very different to Zodiac Academy. I think it's like their most high fantasy story that I've read so far. It is giving more of a like a typical high fantasy story, but I am hoping to finish that one tonight. Any book quotes that have stayed with you? Honestly, any that I have tattooed, there are so many. So obviously like To Whatever End, Climb the Mountain, To the Stars That Listen and the Dreams That Are Answered, You Do Not Yield. Finders Keepers is the quote from me that sticks with me or has stuck with me from the Boys of Tommen series. I know like Four Keeps is the main one and I do love that, but Finders Keepers is the one that like actually punched me in the gut when I read that in Redeeming Stakes. And then also, I have so many. In my book journal I put, because it reminds us that even chaos needs to scream sometimes, which is from Reign of Shadows and Endings, and that's just about the fact that some things are uncontrollable. So I have so many from like Lady of Darkness and Reign of Shadows and Endings. Darkness is not a bad thing, Scarlet, but do not let it overtake the stars. I just love stars. I love Celestial. What 2 characters in Lady of Darkness say to each other, like hope is for the dreamers and darkness is for finding the stars. My most recent quote that I saved on my phone from like a physical read was the Sylvia Plath quote in The Glittering Edge, which is I think I made you up inside my head, which I love that so much. And also the quote that's saying she understands that his body is too small for everything he feels. He's constantly bubbling over, sometimes with anger, sometimes with joy, sometimes with love. I love that book. I love that book so much. Who's been your fave author to interview, do a panel or discussion with? Honestly, everyone. If you told me like this time a year ago that I would be able to like speak to authors and ask them questions in front of a crowd of people, I would have probably laughed in your face, because that just seems absolutely wild. But every author is so different and has been so fun to talk to. Alex Astor is just so kind, so nice, and she's so easy to talk to. Trisha Levenseller is just hilarious. Callie Hart also is just iconic. And I also have a Waterstones online event coming up with Rachel from Metal Slinger, and I'm very excited to do that because I just adore Rachel. So that's going to be a really fun conversation. I cannot wait to chat with her. You can only have one for the rest of your life, matcha or Diet Coke or coffee. Now here, this got me because I thought it said matcha and Diet Coke and I was like, Diet Coke, but then I saw the coffee and Diet Coke. I think I would have to say I'd have coffee actually, yeah. I think I could stop drinking Diet Coke. It's not an addiction because I can quit. But coffee you can have so many ways. You can have it hot, you can have it iced. I think I am a coffee drinker at my core. I love a matcha, but like I am a coffee girl. Why did you decide to pick up reading again? I was honestly just very burnt out, really burnt out. And my New Year's resolution last year was to try and read again and pick up a book. So when I was just dealing with really bad burnout and had some time off work, I picked up a book and then it changed my life and here we are. One book you would recommend everyone to avoid? I don't think I would ever actively recommend a book for people to avoid because I think book taste and reading is so subjective. Like some books that I loved, my friends hate, and some books that my friends gave 6 stars to, 2 stars, 1 star, I didn't enjoy it, and I I don't see the hype with it. But that's just reading taste, and it's so personal. Like, any sneak peeks for the next merch collection? Next merch collection? The collection ends today, and there are currently no plans for anything else. Would you guys want future merch collections, more future designs? Is that even a thing that you're interested in? Let me know. How do you stay motivated when you don't want to do Pilates, for example? I force myself to do things. I will write them down, and things just have to get done. And I think a big part of being an adult sometimes is just like forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do, because we have free will and we can do whatever we want. And with my ADHD and the moods I'm in, sometimes I just don't want to do anything, and just doing simple tasks is challenging. But then the other part of my brain is like, if I don't just force myself to get this done now, then it's probably never going to get done. So Pilates classes for me, there's like a small cancellation period where that window is. So I book a class and I've already paid for it. If I don't show up, I'll be charged money. I'll lose also my class spot. I don't get that credit back. I like that booking system because then it forces me to go because I booked it and I've paid for it, and I'm not going to waste money, and I'm also not going to let the class down by just not showing up or cancelling last minute when someone else could take that spot. So I try to create a realistic schedule for myself, and then when I wake up in the morning, do I want to go to Pilates, for example? Or sometimes I'm like, oh, I just kind of want to stay in bed and I don't really want to do anything. Yeah, but we have to. We got to do stuff. We got to get stuff done. And I'm afraid that that's not very helpful to most people, but that is just how I do it. I've not found a better solution or way of doing things. So if anyone has any advice or recommendations, please let me know. And we're gonna end with this question: Theon or Luca? Luca. I was a Luca girly from the start. When he bought her those flip-flops, I was like, why is Theon a main male character when Luca is right there? Anyways, I'm gonna go spend the rest of my evening now, probably eating some pizza, editing this vlog and some other fun videos, and then also reading. I want to finish Echo 4 tonight, so that's what I'm going to do. But we probably did the least amount of resetting in this vlog as we have done in other vlogs, but at this stage it's basically a routine here and a ritual on this channel that we will do a monthly reset video where we prep for the next month. So because there's a new month starting tomorrow, that's what we've done today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in another one. Bye.